Today we're going to be going over the axe kick and different variations of the axe kick. Before we get into the video though, if you'd like to hit the subscribe button, because the more people subscribe to my channel, the more my channel grows. The more my channel grows, the more videos I can make and the better quality those videos will be. Okay, so let's get into it. An axe kick requires extreme flexibility. You're lifting your foot above your opponent's head and dropping it down on the shoulder, the side of their head. Don't drop it on the top of the head. It's the hardest part of the body, and it's also the highest point they have. Right. 3 different variations of the axe kick. The first one, most basic, you come up and straight down. That would look like this. Let's try that again. There you go. Second variation goes from the outside inward, like this. There. So that would look like this. And the third variation, which is my favourite and probably the only one I use, goes from the inside out. And it would look like this. Okay, so this is a little shorter than I am. For a fighting person my height, the kick would be landing up here. So, if I go over the first variation, quite literally, I keep my hip back, like so, lift my leg up, put my hip out, and then send the kick down. Like that. The problem with that is, it's so easy to block it on the way up. If someone does this, they can stop the kick coming up. Yeah, imagine there's someone there, I hit them there. What you need to do is reach in with it. Okay, that's my least favourite variation. Now, the outside to inside works best from the back leg. You can use it from the front leg, like that. I tend to find it works best from the back leg, like that. Again, I very rarely use that one. The one I use the most is the inside to outside. Now, the inside to outside, I do from here, and I bend my knee as it comes up, straighten my leg, and then drop it down like so. And I can do it from the same range as I can jab, axe kick. Points to note, when you're throwing the axe kick, you do need to have massive flexibility. You need to make sure your hamstrings are very, very flexible. To demonstrate the type of flexibility you need, if you can't get your hands on the floor when you reach down like so, you're not flexible enough. And you need to work on your hamstring flexibility. Now, striking parts, striking tools. You've got the heel there, or the flat of your foot. As with the hook kick, I would highly recommend you use the heel. Wrong. I would highly recommend you use the flat of your foot. If you use the heel, as you see here, I'll just demonstrate, it stays there. Now, if you hit somebody in the head and you don't knock them out or knock them down, you've got your leg, on their shoulder. All they have to do is lift up their arm and push you over. High outside block against an axe kick, one of the most effective defences in martial arts. If you use the bottom of your foot, you can slap. Look, I'll show you on this bag here. I can slap it with the bottom of my foot, like that. If I'd have hit that with the heel, you see the difference there between slap and bang. It takes a little longer to recover that way. Ways to use the axe kick. One of my favourite ways is in close. Punching attack, step out, drop the axe. Show from a different angle. 1, 2, step out, drop the axe. You've got to remember the axe kick is kind of like a glancing blow. When you hit someone on the side of the head, you're trying to push the head to the side like that. You're not trying to break bone with it. Not to say that if you're flexible enough and strong enough, you couldn't break bone, but remember, the skull's very hard. You don't want to try attacking that with your heel. Unless you've spent ages conditioning your heel, it's going to hurt. Right, other ways to use the axe kick. From a side kick, bang, then down, like that. Some people do it from a front kick, like that. Or one of my favourites is as a distraction to land a side kick. As you throw the kick up to the head, people lift their arms, you bend your knee and kick them in the body. One more time. There. Now, in order to make them believe it, you've got to try and land the X kick a couple of times. So, there you have it. It's the X kick. Remember, hit that subscribe button, it doesn't cost you anything.